So today I went to the mouse lab, and it was really, well, it was a lot of things. The smell of ammonia there is like incredibly overpowering. It kind of just goes, as ammonia does, just right up your nostrils and down into your lungs, and it's really gross after a while. Even though we were wearing like two face masks each. It's like this big room, and then there are these series of these like cages, not cages, but like plastic boxes, on these racks, and they're like they all have like when you put them into the rack, there's like an oxygen in and like a other air out, like thing system in the top, and then the mice are all on the bottom, and they're mice and rats, and they're all in like wood shavings. They have tons of lab mice there. Like tons of different companies have their mice here, so they don't have to keep them in the lab. So like we went and got our box. There was one family of mice. They were just born, so they were still like pink and hairless and blind and stuff. And they said that they have to take the mother away and like give it a ton of like salt water to drink, otherwise it will eat its babies. I guess that's kind of like, I didn't know that. And then there was another one with more adult babies, or more like full-grown babies, and they were really cute too. And then there were two like black mice, which were also very cute. And then there was these, like about half of them were rats and half of them were mice, and the rats were so gross, like their tails, and the mice actually have pretty gross tails too. And the rats get really vicious, so like if you take one out to do a test, you have to inject it with anesthetic like immediately, just so it doesn't like attack you and stuff. Animal testing, I guess. And then what else? So we got ours, and then there were only 4 left. And today we were drawing ascites liquid, which is the liquid that accumulates in the abdominal cavity after they inserted the pathogenic cells. And so, like, they just take the needle part of a needle, and they just put it into the rat's abdominal, or the mouse's abdominal cavity, and then all the fluid drains out. And this is actually, I mean, I guess arguing at this point is kind of moot, but this step in particular actually feels good to the mouse because there's so much extra pressure from all that fluid in. So the pressure being released from all the fluid draining out is good, but whatever. And only one of them had any liquid at all, and you can tell like the rat's stomach is just like bulging out. Mouse, I mean. And then, so they're gonna go back on Wednesday, and if there still isn't any, then they're just gonna kill them. I hope they don't make me do that, because I don't think I could. The eyes thing that I talked about, the drawing blood, well, they're never gonna do that again, because it was not a very lucrative venture, so they're just gonna buy mouse blood plasma from now on. And otherwise I think it was okay. And then what else did we do today? We just ran some like gels and did some PCR stuff, which I guess is the norm now. And otherwise, yeah, that was the only eventful thing today. And I'll go back on Wednesday. I'm still in the molecular biology group this week, which I think is fine because I hang out with the ELISA people a bunch too. Yeah.